How much do we actually make replacing your HVAC system? So right now, we're selling systems for $10,000 right now. So let's say we're buying a system for 10K. Right now, our average ticket, like I said, is floating around 12, 12 and a half, somewhere in there. But you get the picture. But here's the thing. Whenever I tell the team this, you can now use this information too. The numbers change, the margins don't. Bryce, say it with me. The numbers change, the margins don't. They don't. So whenever we plug in a new number over here, all of this stays the exact same. So this is backed into this number no matter what. So you can do the math on any given install replacement that we do and see, okay, what are they gonna make? What's the numbers look like? So we have a $10,000 HVAC install. So we have 30% overhead. Well, okay, we have $3,000 in overhead coverage. And this makes sure that if we have a leaking condensate line, our insurance is going to cover it. We have taxes covered. We have the warehouse team who's going to make sure that they have all the parts and materials at your house on the time we say it's going to be there, all the support staff. I sound like a broken record, but I can't stress it enough. Our support team is the greatest in the industry. If anyone has any questions about that, I'll argue that till I'm blue in the face. Our support team, our support staff, the network we've built is second to none. We go toe to toe with the best in the biz. Our overhead, $3,000 on this job. So that's 30%. So parts and materials and the equipment for your home comes out to $4,000. So we have $4K in just input costs. That's your condenser, your coil, your furnace, or your condenser and air handler, or heat pump and air handler, line set, ductwork, whatever we have to do to make your house more comfortable, that's what this is. So that is equip and P&M. So equipment and parts and material. It's 4K. Now we jump down to our direct labor. So on this job, direct labor is going to be math, $1,000. So we have $1,000 of direct labor to come out, install, crawl through your attic in the middle of July. I don't know if you've been in an attic in July in Oklahoma. Bless you if you have. If you're a homeowner who's not adept at this, I would suggest spending as little time in your attic as possible in the middle of summer, because your phone will quite literally start giving you heat warnings about 4 minutes in, saying, hey, it's too hot for me to operate. And if Apple is saying it's too hot to operate, homeowner, I suggest you probably shouldn't be crawling around in the attic either. So this $1,000 for direct labor is for those guys who are the superheroes replacing your HVAC equipment. Then we have our warranty, 5% of 10K. Well, we have $500 warranty reserve there. Again, that's a rolling kitty. We're playing the game of averages. It's Moneyball, base hits. This is just something that we keep rolling along so that we can make sure we take care of customers well. So $500 warranty reserve. Then this is what we all came here for, is the net profit. And it doesn't take a mathematist or a rocket scientist to figure out what the net profit on this job would be. 15%, $1,500 net profit. So that is how much we make on this job. So a $10,000 HVAC replacement, we're going to make $1,500. But again, you could change this number, knowing what you know now about Yarbrough and Sons, and take this percentage over here and say, okay, well, we're going to back everything in. They gave me a quote for $15,000. Here's how much. They gave me a quote for $8,000. Here's how much. And you can back it into whatever pricing that you get from us. And you can do the same for the service and for the plumbing side as well, and see what's the actual brass tacks. What are they making here? Because frankly, we're never going to be the cheapest company. We're not. We've been in business for 37 years and plan to be here for a ton more. We got a long runway. And we got a lot of things to do, a lot of things to accomplish, and a lot of homes to serve. And in order to do that, in order to achieve that vision, we have to price ourselves accordingly. We have to price ourselves right. And one of the ways that we do that is by taking a transparent approach and empowering our whole team, and now empowering our customers to see, here's what we're making. Because I believe above all, we compete on price, but above all, we compete on trust. And when it comes to who you're inviting into your home, you should be able to trust them not only with your home, but as to why they're charging what they're charging. And frankly, if somebody else isn't willing to share these numbers with you, I would have questions. We share this all day. There's a blog on our website about it. It's been there for the last couple of years. We have a pricing guide on every blog we post that shows how much does this thing cost. Why do we do that? Well, because I believe that if we share and give enough truth and enough transparency, that maybe, just maybe, when it comes time for you to service your home, you'll choose a company that you can trust. Choose a company that you like, know, and have the ability to say, okay, they might not be the cheapest company, but I know why they're charging what they're charging, and they're willing to back what they say they're gonna back. Again, we're not gonna be the most expensive either, so don't get that in your head. We're not gonna be the most expensive. You know, we thread that needle real fine, and we work really hard to make sure that, one, our team is really well taken care of. You don't get to be in business for 37 years and treat people like crap. You have to treat people really well. You have to build a team first. You have to build a mentality that the team matters more than this number here. You know, Mom for years had a sign hanging above the a fireplace at one of the last houses that they had, and it said, when confronted with two options, do the more generous of the two. And that's one of the things that we believe is being generous with our team. And the only way that we can be generous with our team is by knowing our numbers, by knowing why we charge what we charge, by knowing how much we have for profit, how much we have for warranty, and then backing that into our team so that they can communicate this clearly and concisely with anybody who has questions. Because frankly, there's no secret sauce to this. There's no, method that is being hidden. This is the actual numbers on any given day that we are charging and trying to make, and where those numbers actually fall on our profit and loss. Guys, I hope you enjoyed our little deep dive in why we charge what we charge. This was a little bit of an uncomfortable video because you're showing how the sausage is made. You're showing the process. And frankly, nobody wants to talk in the business world. Nobody wants to share and talk and pull the blanket back on what they're actually profiting on whatever service or thing that they're doing. So when it comes to choosing your home service company, if you're not in the Oklahoma City metro area, when it comes to choosing your home service company, make sure you're choosing one. They don't have to show you their margins in order to win transparency points from me, but make sure that you're choosing one that is transparent. Make sure that they are capable of communicating thoroughly what they've done, why they've done it, and the motivation behind it. If you're in the Oklahoma City metro area, we're Yarbrough & Sons. We've been in business since 1988, 37 years. We would love to be your home service team for HVAC or plumbing, residential or commercial. We take a lot of pride in what we do, and frankly, take a lot of trust in our team and our community by sharing things like this, things that no one else is willing to share. How much money does Yarbrough & Sons actually make? Well, we've answered that question today. Everything we do, we're trying to make about a 15% net profit. Since we have recorded this video, we have some big news. We have been working on a brand new pricing tool for our website. So if you go to yarbroughtsons.com and click on the instant estimate button, it will give you an instant estimate in 45 seconds or less. If you speed run it, that's how long it took me. But again, I just clicked through it really fast. But you can get an instant estimate on what it would cost to replace your home's HVAC system or water heaters in less than 45 seconds. Upfront pricing gives you a great range of ideas as far as what to expect when it comes to replacing your home's two most expensive appliances, your HVAC and your water heater. So if you're in our service area, go check it out.
Yarbrough.